Why are you contradicting yourself?
Lots of things to do because I don't know what I'm doing with this game.
Okay, we'll put you out of your misery then. Thank you very much.
Interesting game.
What's your name?
Ben,
Ben.
what's yours?
I'm Selena Ben.
How you doing? Bummer. We this thing where we like play a game, why game, where like I ask you what you're doing, where you're going, and we just bounce back and forth, asking like, just seeing where it ends up the conversation. Are you interested in doing it? First of all, we're putting together a pilot for a TV program. Where are you going?
Into King's Cross.
Why are you going into King's Cross?
Because I just flew in this morning from Melbourne and I want to have a look around.
Why do you want to have a look around?
We want to get something to eat and just see what's happening.
Why do you want to see what's happening?
Just see if there's any going to be going to happen later tonight, maybe.
Why do you want to go out tonight?
So I'm catching up with my friend Anita, who lives in Sydney, and I'm only here for 5 days, so I want to go out.
And why are you only here for 5 days?
Because I'm on holiday. I live in Perth.
Why do you live in Perth?
Because Perth's beautiful. Perth's got blue skies and sunshine.
And why is Perth beautiful?
Weather and it's a small town, country town feel. People.
And what brought you to Sydney?
Catch up with my friend Anita and my friend Kath, who just flew in from London. So, yeah, I haven't been to Sydney for about 10 years. So,
And why have you been to Sydney for 10 years?
because I've been living in London for the last couple of years, and it's about time I came back to Sydney to see my friends.
And why are you living in London?
I don't know. I just went over there for a working holiday for a couple of years.
And why was it a couple of years?
Because I had enough and came back.
And why'd you have enough?
Because the people really got to me. The rudeness and the crowds and everything, the weather. So it's time to go back to Australia.
And why were the people rude?
I think it's just because it's a bigger city, more people, more frustrations, that kind of thing.
And why were they frustrated?
uh, I don't know. Because the sun doesn't shine, maybe.
Cool, thank you. Have a good day. Bye. Speak quite loudly. So, where are you off to today?
I'm just going home to get ready to go to a job interview
Ooh, and why have you got a job interview?
because I've just moved to Sydney and I'm looking for work
And why have you moved to Sydney?
because I was unable to get good work where I came from.
And why couldn't you get any work down there?
Because I lived in Byron Bay and there's hardly any work up there.
Why is no one working Byron Bay?
Because there's not much other than tourism there and a little bit of agriculture, but there's just not many jobs up there. But there's a lot of people that want to live there
And why does everyone want to live in Byron Bay?
because it's a beautiful area. Beautiful, lovely beaches, clean air, nice people, very diverse culture. It's a very nice place to live, good climate.
And why is the culture so diverse?
I think because it attracted the first sort of alternative lifestyle people back in the early 70s. They had the Aquarius Festival in Nimbin, and since then it's continued to be a magnet for people with all sorts of different ideas and lifestyles and skills and creativity. But now it's just becoming a popular area for all sorts of people, people who want to escape from the city life. And I'm doing the opposite. I've come to the city. I'm escaping from the Byron life.
And so what brought you back to the city? Or why did you come back to the city?
Because I was unable to get a job up there. that was, and I needed a change as well. Because I lived in one place for 16 years and I needed a change, so I decided to come back to the city.
Okay. And why this city?
Because I grew up here and I've got family here and friends, and it's familiar to me and I love it. And it's beautiful.
Why do you love Sydney?
Oh, I think it's a beautiful city. It's really alive. The culture's rich. It's got everything to offer. And it's in Australia, which is one of the best countries in the world to live in, I think.
And why is Australia one of the best countries in the world to live in?
Because we have relative freedom, we're fairly affluent, we have quite a good quality of life. Don't know about the political structure and the government at the moment, but other than that, I think it's quite a good place to live.
And why have you no interest in politics?
Oh, I have lots of interest in politics. I just not very impressed with certain things that are happening with the government we have today. So I'm a bit sad about some of the things that are happening with the refugees and the detention centres, especially at the moment.
And why does that make you sad?
Because I think we're really being unfair and we're treating these people like criminals, particularly the children. I don't think they deserve that. I think we should be generous enough to offer them a place in our country. And I think that it's quite appalling what's happening in the detention centres.
And why do you think that we're not, why aren't we being hospitable?
Oh, well, we're locking people who we have every reason to believe, really, that they're genuine refugees and asylum seekers, but we're pretending they're not, and we're locking them up as if they're criminals under appalling conditions, so much so that a lot of them are at the moment on hunger strikes, and some of them are collapsing with dehydration. And we're attracting attention from various organisations throughout the world who are interested in human rights and human rights abusers. We're not doing very well as far as our treatment of these refugees goes. And it doesn't look good for Australia. And I don't think that's what Australia should be about at all. Well, I'm very sad about, as I said, I'm sad about it.
And what would be an ideal Australia?
Well, I think that we could afford to let them in. I don't think it would kill us to let them in here and offer them a life here. There's not that many of them. There's something like 700 Afghani refugees at the moment, and the government's looking at sending them back to a country that's just totally been decimated by the war, and they're probably going to go back to no homes, no villages, all sorts of devastation. I mean, how heartless is that?
And why do you think they are being so heartless?
Why? Because I think the current government is mean-spirited and lacking in compassion. And I think they're tapping into a kind of latent prejudice that we have in our country against foreigners, particularly those of a different religion. And I think it's inciting a lot of racist attitudes that we should be mature enough to not, to have dropped by now in the 21st century.
Beautiful, thank you.
Late night though.
Oh,
Like 10:30.
okay.
Cool. So tell us, where are you going now?
Home.
Why are you going home?
'Cause have lunch, then go to work.
Why are you going to work?
Because I have to. It supports my habits.
Why do you have habits?
Because I'm human, that's why. I wouldn't be human without them.
And what would you be without them?
I don't know. Very boring. Yeah, boring.
Why would these things make you boring? Or without, yeah.
Oh, God. Because there wouldn't be anything to interview me about on TV.
And why are we interviewing you?
I don't know, because you shot me. You're the one making the pilot, not me.
Uh-oh, this is about me now.
Macy, you're on the spot. Just camera on her now.
Why are you wearing a green t-shirt?
Because I pulled this out of the drawer this morning.
Why'd you buy it?
Because it's got U2 on it.
Why do you like you too?
Because they're pretty good, that's alright.
Why are they pretty good?
I just like the music, always have. Yeah, I don't know. Just growing up with it, always liked it.
And why?
So you're going to ask when or where or
I
something.
know, and I'm going with why.
Yeah. I kind of am.
Okay. Thank you
You're welcome.
for being why with us.
Okay.
Bye. I ask a whole series of why questions in response to your answers, just to see where it ends up.
Okay.
Is that alright?
Yeah, why not?
So, why are you tired?
I've just flown from Singapore. I've just arrived from Singapore via Melbourne, so I've been flying for, 10 or 12 hours. So that's why I'm tired overnight, and so I'm looking forward to going to bed.
And why were you in Singapore?
With work, yeah, I'm employed with Qantas, so I'm a flight attendant.
And why are you a flight attendant?
Because it's a greater job. It's a very good job. Yeah, I enjoy it. It's a people job, and I'm a people person.
Right. I always wondered about flight attendants. So, yeah, why is one feel attracted to being a flight attendant?
I think if you're a people person and you enjoy traveling and meeting different types of people, different cultures, things like that, I think that's what appeals to a flight attendant. For a person to be wanting to be a flight attendant.
And I guess why do you get to experience those different cultures when I always thought you were just in the airplane the whole time.
You have time off. You fly to a place, then you have a day there, and so you obviously experience the culture going to the country with the people that you have on board the aircraft, and you also experience the culture when you're there. Like you go out and eat in their restaurants, and you learn how to behave in there. Every country has a different type of way of doing things, eating, drinking, all those sorts of things. Yeah.
And why do you have to learn to behave in each?
I think it's just etiquette. It's just nice to know how one should conduct oneself in those sorts of different cultures, because we're all different. Yeah.
And why are we all?
We wouldn't want to offend anyone.
Yeah. And why are we all? What makes us all different? Why?
Well, I guess it's our genes, isn't it? We are all different. We can be all members of one family, but we're all very different.
And I guess why do we want to be individuals and so different?
I don't know why we want to be, but we just are. And I think it's very nice that we are. It just makes the world that much better place. Everybody being different. It'd be rather boring, I think, if we weren't.
Why would it be so boring?
Oh, I just think it would. I mean, if I thought like you did and you thought like I did and we just did the same things all the time, it wouldn't be very exciting. I think,
Beautiful. Thank you so much for that.
You're welcome. Okay, then.
That was
Bye-bye.
really good. We've got to get your name and
Hey,
number.
would we want to interview you?
I don't know.
Come on, you got a sexy car, you got a good personality. Why wouldn't you be good on camera?
Oh, please don't do this.
Can't talk? Cat's got your tongue. Why don't you want to talk?
Because I'm not in the mood to talk.
Why? What's happened?
Leave me alone, don't bug her.
All right, we will do. Can we interview you just quickly? Why can't we?
Because.
No interviews. Why, damn you? Why? Hi, mate. We're from STU TV. We're just wondering if we could have a bit of a chat to you.
Yeah, go on. Far away.
Fantastic. What are you doing today?
Picking up a set of wheels and driving it back to Bondi. And
Why are you doing that?
so it's been sitting here for a week and it's not selling, so we're going to try and move it and sell it somewhere else.
So why isn't it selling, do you reckon?
Just not a good market
We
for
don't
it.
have time to sit here and to sell the car. It's a good car market. We don't have time
Are
to
you
do
interested
so.
in
Why are you
the
trying to...
car?
No, I'm not. Why are you trying to sell a car to me at the moment?
Because we have too many of them right now.
Why do you have too many?
And we can only drive one car at a time, so we thought we'd better get rid of another one,
Why do you have too many cars?
Yeah, why do we have too many cars? Ask the man who
We
buys
just
the cars.
Cars, we
love
just love.
cars, yeah. Just like we love the women.
Why do you love women?
You can never have enough women, right? So you can never have enough
Because
cars.
we have something we don't have.
Well, what happens if you have too many women?
We just go lost.
Do you sell the women with the cars?
No, we
Why not?
no, man, because we love them.
You love them? Get rid of the cars, keep the women. Very good. So why are you walking away now? You're busy, are you?
yeah. Maybe I have to do some business downstairs.
What kind of business?
Maybe sell the car or someone interesting or whatever, Who is going to this? Not the minister or something? No.
No, it's possibly on a very big TV station.
Yeah?
Very big. Anyway, why'd you ask this question?
Because I want to know. I love you people and I know
What?
where is this going?
We haven't even been out on the first date yet. Why do you love me? Why do you love us?
I love the camera, I know you. But I love
You make
everyone.
love to the camera?
Sometimes.
You
We just see by talking, like asking questions to see where the conversation goes. Do you know what I mean?
Maybe I can't do that.
Well, okay, that's all right.
Going around the corner to visit my friend
And why are you going to visit your friend?
because he's got a car and he's taking me into Sydney for the afternoon. Into the city, yeah.
And why are you going to the city?
Do some shopping
Why are you going shopping?
because I need some trainers.
Why do you need some trainers?
Because the ones I've got are old and I've seen his and they look really cool and they look really cheap as well. So.
What do you mean they look
Cheap's
really
good.
cheap?
Well, they don't look cheap. They look good. They look expensive, but they're cheap. So I'll have some of that.
And why do you need trainers?
To look smart.
Why do you need to look smart?
No, I've got some big chunky trainers that I'm using for walking around, and they're getting a bit dirty. So I just want a nice pair for evenings and things.
The evenings, and why do you want to look nice in the evenings?
Well, why do you think? To attract the ladies, of course.
And why do you all want to attract the ladies?
Girls look at shoes, They do in England anyway. Shoes and teeth.
Really?
Yeah.
And why do particularly English girls look at teeth and shoes?
I've no idea, but they do, apparently. So I've been told.
And why? Who told you that?
Well, no, a few girls have told me that they can tell if a guy's a decent bloke if he has good shoes, clean shoes. If he's got scruffy shoes, then he's a bit of a loser.
And the teeth?
The teeth, well, that's obvious, isn't it? Yeah.
Wow, there you go. Well, I hope you find a good pair of trainers. Thank you. What was your name?
Graham.
I'm going to have to get you to get your name.
Why aren't you talking loud enough?
Because I've always got a husky voice. I don't know. Do you want me to speak?
Why is your husky voice?
Because I'm always talking.
Why are you always talking?
Because I've got so many opinions and views on life.
What sort of views on life do you have?
Why?
Why do you say why?
Why do you say why?
I asked you first.
Why'd you ask me first?
Why are you doing this to me?
Well, why not?
Why not? What kind of question is that?
Why, Bill? It's a question.
Why are you asking me questions?
Well, I thought I might try and find out why you're asking me questions.
Why?
Well, I wonder why this woman's got so much shopping. I'm going to find out. I ask you a question, where are you going? And then I ask a whole series of why questions to find out. We just sort of see where the conversation goes. Okay, you'll see. All right. So, where are you going?
To the moon.
Why are you going to the moon?
Because there's cheese on it.
Why is there cheese on the moon?
Well, that's what I was told. I mean, there might not be any cheese on the moon, but I'm going to find out.
And why are you going to find out?
Because it's a lifelong ambition of mine to clarify these issues.
And why do you need to clarify these issues?
Because otherwise I can't sleep at nights.
And why can't you sleep at night?
Because I stay up, I look at the stars, I think about the moon, the cheese, it all gets to me.
And why does it get to you?
Because I'm mentally schizophrenic.
And why are you mentally schizophrenic?
I don't know, I can't answer that. Maybe my other half could.
Why could your other half answer that and not the other half?
Well, because he's more intelligent than I am.
And why is he more intelligent than you?
That's what the teacher told me at school.
And why did the teacher tell you that?
Because I was mucking up at the back of the classroom.
Why were you mucking up in the back of the classroom?
Because I'm a very naughty boy.
And why are you a very naughty boy?
Because it's part of my upbringing. It's just the way I see the world. You have to be naughty.
Why do we have to be naughty? Why does need to rebel?
Because it's peace, love, and mung beans, dude.
And that's it.
That's it.
No wise. Thank you.
See ya.
Why are you walking this way today? What are you doing?
We're going to the bank and pay our rent today.
Is it late? Why do you have to pay today?
Why? Because today is the day.
Why can't you leave it for another week and get in trouble with a rental agency?
Get kicked out of the country.
Why would you get kicked out of the country for that?
No, we'll definitely lose the apartment.
So why aren't you from Australia?
Because we're from Holland, and that's...
And how long are you here for?
For a year. Well, we came in... Well, when did you come in? April? Yeah.
So why'd you come out here together?
Oh, you don't want to know.
Why? Why don't I want to know?
Now we've like 3 years already relationship, completely lesbian, completely in love with each other. Yeah.
Sorry? Why didn't I understand any of that? Can you tell me? Why didn't I hear that?
No, best friends, best friends.
How long? Why are you best friends?
I couldn't choose anyone else.
Why?
Sisters. Last life sisters.
Unreal. So, why are you going to go for a walk and pay your rent when, I don't know, what do I ask questions for? What? No, I don't actually. I'm about to get kicked out myself.
Oh, good.
That's why I asked before, because I'm about 3 weeks overdue, and I'm not stressing. So why are you worried about paying it today? There's got to be a reason there in your psyche for you to want to do that and conform to the system.
No comment.
Why?
It's not worth it.
Do you feel bound by the system?
Well, system is there to do something, so I guess, systems are there to be overruled. And someday, maybe, when I'm in a bad day.
On a bad day. Why not on a good day? You can take it all on then.
Why spoil a good day?
Well, why keep a bad day getting worse? Very good question. Very good philosophical question. This is really going nowhere, isn't it? I just whacked myself. Do you want to see a good trick? It's not a real good trick. It's a bit stupid. That's why we got a beat up microphone. So why are you not interested with me talking to you at the moment? You're pretty unimpressed, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, why is that?
The questions suck.
They're stupid, aren't they? Well, what would be a very good question to ask you? Now you're stuck!
Yeah, I'm stuck.
Well,
See, the whole thing, what you're doing is you're trying not to get blocked, and so you're firing away just to get reactions from someone else.
Precisely.
Exactly.
I'm not
Questions you wouldn't ask, want to be asked yourself. You're going to do it anyway, just to see how people react on you.
pretty much. Well, what if I was me, which I am, and you were me? What would you be asking me?
What are you doing this interview for?
Where did you get that haircut from?
Parents. It's terrible. I was actually in China once, and on a bit of a tour. I was on a drunken football tour. Don't know why we're in China, but the thing is, guy was selling them $3.50 for a bad haircut, and I thought, I'll have one of those. I'll come back to Australia. I'll bring them out, make them fashionable.
Yeah, you can do that. I think you
I could do.
Yeah.
What else is fashionable?
Us?
Why? Why? Come on, why?
Because we do things we're not supposed to do.
What aren't you supposed to do? See, this is a bit of rebellion coming out here. I thought you were rebellious. What are you doing? What is so intriguing? You're a bit secretive there. I think you're doing something on the sly. What is it?
We deal drugs.
Why? 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 That is not conforming to the system. That is messing the system up.
Doing things, yeah, we're just, pretending we're someone, and then, we're going to the bank and pay our rent, but besides that, we're bad people.
It was good. Last week I pretended to be Muhammad Ali.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I got my head smacked in.
Cool.
Didn't work. I was trying to sting like Little Bee, and my stinger got done, and I didn't have any left. And but I was floating around everywhere. You just don't know what to say to that, do you?
No.
No. Hey, I should let you go, and I will now walk backwards and say goodbye. Bye. Goodbye. What was your names?
Marlou.
Marlou.
Testing. Hang on. What are you talking about?
That thing.
I'm just lining up my shot.
That thing.
I wouldn't film you, Darren. I would never do that. I wouldn't. It's not recording.
So what did they say? I'm going to
Stop
wait
it.
till later.
Darren,
Cheers. Then what did they
be
say?
like that.
This is
so,
not doing this. Run away.
Called ourselves the Rolling Stones.
So is it true that you were in the Rolling Stones?
Yes, go away, stop it.
And then what I do?
Hey, before you go, just let me tell you. Hang on, wait a second.
No,
I
wait.
thought I had it.
I'm going to go to the loo.
He's going to go to the loo.
Yep.
How do you feel about that?
I wish there was someone in there with me.
If you look closely, you might find Liv Tyler.
Who?
Liv Tyler.
I was looking for the opposite
Brad Pitt.
species.
Oh. Looking Brad Pitt.
Nah, more Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis.
Brucey, baby.
He's unbreakable. Good luck today.
Thank you.
Bye. Come on, go. Go to the loo.
Now you're going to be followed in
No,
there.
this is the
That's
shower.
a shower.
No, I'm not, you're not coming into the loo.
Yeah. Oh no, it's alright, I've got a pass. I like it. There she is, look, Liv Tyler. I told you.
Is that her?
Jeez, it smells in here. Hang on, I've got to get a shot of Liv. There she is. See, you didn't believe me. Okay. So, that's fucking awesome, yeah. A bit more fucking swing, yeah. Like this is the rocket track you've been waiting to play all night. Fucking awesome. Crowd loves it, you're so stoked. Don't fucking believe it. Yeah.
Wicked. Check this one out.
That's great, yeah. I love that work in the wrist and all that, that's good.
Well, this one.
We don't get paid either, we're working for nothing. So are you their regular film crew, are you? That's a bit posh. They've got their own film crew.
Yeah.
They got their own group, they got their own fan club, they got everything.
So then, well, I'm gonna try and get their photos in some music magazine or Sydney Morning Herald in the confidential section, whatever. Some bit of publicity somewhere.
Yeah. Well, this is all that's what it is. A texture. So in between
Plus,
races.
are you going to film at the festival on Sunday?
Right. Oh, you're right. Yeah.
Organising a festival at Hanley on Sunday.
That's always my legs though.
I've been going to the gym for 2 weeks.
Oh, have you? I love it.
Say do not believe that I have been deceived once more. But I cannot